Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone today? Hello, and welcome to Tarot Tuesday. It's Nikki, and welcome to Mystical Enlightenment. If you've been here before, welcome back. And if you're new here, welcome. Tuesdays is when I do my live tarot readings. And when I do my live tarot readings, I use the Light Seer's tarot deck to do the readings. This is the tarot deck by Chris Ann. She also has the Muse tarot deck, which is another great tarot deck if you're looking for one. If you're interested after tonight, seeing this deck tonight and getting this deck, you can get it on Amazon for $24.99. You can also get it in many other places, I'm sure. I got mine on Amazon. Hello, Jacarita? Is that how you say your name? I'm sorry, I'm really bad with names. If I said that wrong, please correct me. You would like a reading. So would you like a general reading or a specific question answered? Jackery. Okay. That's easy. Thank you. Specific question? Okay, what is your question? While you're typing your question, will your next... Okay, let's see. Let's see what the cards say. Will my next relationship be with Anisa Taurus? Okay. Let's see what the cards say. And as we begin our readings tonight, we ask that the white light surround us and that our angels and guides, guardians and angels join us so that the information that needs to be heard is conveyed through the cards, and the messages we need to receive are received tonight. And we thank you, so mote it be. All right, let's see. Okay. So. Okay, so we have cups, pentacles, and swords, which all have to do with different areas of our lives. So the cups are emotions, the pentacles are finances, and the swords are mental communication and communication. So the cups, the 9 of cups, is like a leap of faith or a pat on the back. So this is a card of self-satisfaction where things are going really well and everything's going right, where you can pat yourself on the back because things have gone right. Page of Pentacles is that need to start a new venture. This is the starting something where you're inspired to begin new, like a new class or a new school. And the Ace of Swords is new ideas and inspirations, sudden ideas, and a fresh start. So with the question, will my next relationship be with Anisa Taurus? If this was a relationship with someone from the past, I would venture to say no. I would venture to say this is going to be a new relationship. This is going to be something new for you, a fresh start, new ideas, something inspiring and new. However, all of the cards did come up in the yes position, so I am going to do a yes-no poll for you real quick, in addition to the cards that I just pulled. Since you are here and asking, we're going to do it real quick. So let's see. First card is yes. She's new. Okay. So that could be. All right. So the cards, the way the cards are laying and the way the yes no card came out, I would say there's a good chance it could be. There's a good chance. The yes no cards came out 2 as yes and 1 as maybe. Hi John, good to see you. So you have a good chance of this being something new, something fresh ideas. Good luck with that. I hope that was helpful for you. How are you today, John? Hope you had a good day. I know it was a long one for you. My zodiac sign is a Libra. Welcome to anyone who is coming in. A quick note while it's a little quiet in here, while I'm remembering it. Thursday tarot classes will be postponed for the indefinite future. They may come back in the near future. They may come back. Oh, thank you. They may come back in the near future. They may come back later. They may not come back. They're just postponed for the time being. So just wanted to get that out there while I was remembering it. Also, remember tonight is the new moon. It's the new moon in Leo. So if you're looking to manifest something new, tonight is the perfect night to get started on that manifestation. A real quick and simple way to do that is to write down what you're wanting to manifest, do a little meditation on it, really focus on what you want to bring about in the next month, and focus on that and light a candle, focus on the flame, think about that intention, go out and look up at the moon, release your intentions to the moon. Some people like to burn the paper with the intentions on it. Other people like to tuck it away. I can go either way personally. I don't really have one way or another. Just depends on my mood that new moon. But it's a good night for manifesting if you're wanting to manifest something. Just thought I would throw that out there. I know the presidential debate is on tonight, so we might be a little slow tonight. I'm going to hang out here until 8:30, see what happens. If nobody else pops in, we'll call it a quiet, quick, short night for the night. So while we're waiting to see if anybody else comes by, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the colors of the tarot. So when you're reading tarot cards, oh yes, hello, Slay, your existence. Good to see you today. Would you like a reading on a specific question or a general topic? Yes, tribe. As soon as I read for Slay, you will be next. What do you need to know? Okay. All right. Sure. Let's see what the cards say, Slay. So, all right. So we have Slay now. Then we're going to do Tribe and then Deja. All right. Let's see what the cards say for Slay. Or Slay your existence. What do I need to know? Okay, so your first card is the Hanged Man. Actually, let me bring your question down so that you can see. The first card is the Hanged Man card. When this card appears, it means that this is a time where we may need to pause and reevaluate things. So this is like a moment of pause to reevaluate think of the perspective we're coming from and see if we need to shift our perspective or point of view on things. So this is a change in perspective and a pause. Your second card is the Two of Wands, which is planning for the future. So this is dreaming and making plans for the future. And the last card is the Page of Swords, which has all to do with impulsivity. So when I put these cards together for you, what the cards are saying tonight is that you need to take heed, take notice of if you're doing things too impulsively, and be sure that you're taking pause to reevaluate before you take action on things. And that this is going to be very important, especially when you're planning for the future. But that even though you may be doing things impulsively, slightly impulsive, or others may view you as doing things impulsively right now, planning for the future is what's in the cards for you right now. So just in the back of your mind as you're doing that, remember to take notice of taking a deep breath and making sure you're pausing to reevaluate everything from all perspectives as you do that. I hope that was helpful. I hope that made some sense to you. Tribe of Simon, you will be next. Oh, you're so welcome, Slay Your Existence. Thank you for letting me read you. It's always a pleasure to read new people. And Tribe of Simon says, will I finally land a new job? Been looking for months. Okay, let's see what the cards say. Oops, we got some jumpers. Okay. Okay. So the first card you have is the Knight of Cups, which has to do with adventure. So normally this card comes up in love readings a lot. It's a very popular card that comes up in love readings, but it means to follow your heart. So follow your heart and go with the career or job that is a passion to you. Your next card is the Eight of Pentacles. This is, if you look at the top of the card, you can see all of the phases of the moon at the top. So this is, to me, this card symbolizes how we go through all of these different phases in our life, and sometimes things are not as bright as we would like them to be, and other times they are as bright as could be. The Eight of Pentacles is all about working hard, But it's also about sometimes having to go through the apprenticeship before we can get to become the CEO. Just like the moon has to start at a quarter of a moon before it can become full. So the way the cards are reading is that you're going to have to start slow, but follow your passion. But the last card is the most encouraging card of this reading for me that I could give you, and that is the Sun card. The Sun card is everything is going to be all right. So just hang in there. Everything's going to be all right. Maybe do a little change of perspective. You know, the cards seem to be saying that perhaps, you know, maybe switch to going with your passion if you're not looking really at a job that's your passion right now, or maybe consider doing something that, you know, is a not an apprenticeship, but maybe at a different level than you were looking. So just keep your eyes open and be open to opportunities that may appear for you, because you never know what opportunities the universe is going to provide, and sometimes we don't see them as opportunities. So, but that Sun card is really good. So good luck with that search, though. I know how hard trying to find a job can be. That's a rough one. So good luck. Thank you for letting me read you. All right. You're welcome. Let's see. Deja vu. Will I get a job for Anne in logistics? All right. Lots of job readings tonight. Usually they're love readings. I like this. Different stuff tonight. All right. Let's see what the cards have to say. Thank you, Mr. X. I'm going to sneeze, and I don't want to sneeze on camera. Okay, Miss. So Deja Vu is being read now, and then comment in the comments if you'd like a reading, and I'll get back to you as soon as I'm done with this reading and let you know where we are on the list. Okay, so Deja Vu. Your first card is the Ace of Cups, which is such a beautiful card. It's like having everything in the palm of your hands. Everything is lining up perfectly for you. Your second card is the Ace of Pentacles, which is the seeds of everything you've been wanting to manifest is coming true right now, and this represents financial success in particular. And your last card is Temperance. Temperance is the card that comes up when we need to do things in moderation, when we have been in a period of our lives where things have kind of been rocky and we're just getting our footing back. So we have to kind of take baby steps till we get on stable ground. So will you get the job? I would say based on these cards, there's a high likelihood that the answer is yes to that. With everything lining up, financial success, I would say there's a high likelihood that the answer is yes. Just be careful to do everything in moderation, not to take to get yourself out of balance on things, because that could be detrimental to the way things are going to be going forward. Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you for letting me read you. Be well. Mr. X, if you decided to grow your dreadlocks, how long will it take? That will just depend completely on how long you're wanting to grow them and how fast your hair grows. The cards really can't tell you that. And will what women like them? That's going to depend on the woman. If you have another question you'd like to ask, I would love to answer, to give you a reading, but the cards will not be able to answer that question for you. All right, so where are we? Phantom. Do you have may I have a reading on what times ahead in the near future? Thank you, Deja. Phantom, may I have a reading on what lies ahead in the near future? Sure. Let's see. Okay, so let me just do this. Okay, so your first card was the Three of Wands, which is looking towards the future, which is interesting because your question was about what lies ahead for the future. So this card means looking towards the future. It's kind of like looking out past what's like right here, and you can see this is the most beautiful card. I just love that card. Your second card is leaving the past behind and letting go of what is no longer serving you. So you're going to have to decide what can you live with and what can you no longer live with. That's the 10 of Wands. You have multiple wands. Wands have to do with creativity and the soul. So you're going to be in this planning stage, right? And the last card for you is the Three of Cups, which is the margarita card or the community card. It's a friendship card. It's a feel-good card. So there are good things ahead. And I feel like I want to pull another card for you, and I don't know why, but I'm going to pull another card. And the last card for you that I pulled is the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is a knight who is very sensible, very much somebody who needs to weigh the pros and the cons before they make a decision, needs to dot their I's and cross their T's. So when you're going forward and planning for the future, just make sure that good things are ahead. Make sure that you're being a little bit cautious as you go forward. You're being sensible about things. There was just that little warning at the end there. But it's community. It's a good feeling card after you leave behind, after you decide what no longer serves you and what you can deal with leaving behind. So you have to go through this purge first, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Yes. Take your time. Go through the purge. deal with what you got to deal with, and then, good things are ahead. But plan, be sensible. Anytime. Thank you for visiting again. I know you've been here before. I remember your name. Thanks for coming by again. Thank you for letting me read you. I'm just going to scroll back in the comments. Let's see. To see where we are. Mr. X, you can certainly be added. If you have a question, Mr. X, that does not have to do with your dreadlocks, please go ahead and type it in now. Or I can give you a regular reading, like a general reading. Just let me know. And after Mr. X, it will be El Tigre and then Christine. And then I believe we will be caught up. Thank you, Christine. I appreciate that. Okay. What's coming up with me this week going forward? All right, let's see. Okay, so the first card we have is the Hermit card, which represents a time for going inward. Let me get rid of this. I don't know if that shows on your screen or not, but it always bothers me. So this Hermit card shows a time for going inward, to consult your inner spirit on things that are going on in your life, kind of a meditative time where you need to seek answers inward. Okay, you have the answers. Looking outward is not going to get you the answers. So it could be answers that you're seeking for yourself, or it could be that others are going to be coming to you to get answers because they're seeking advice from you. So this is going to be a time period in the beginning of the week where you're going to be the one that's going to be giving advice. You're going to be like the sage. In the middle of the week, you come to this period where you're kind of letting go of things. You are newly inspired to be kind of a badass, to do things, to be changing paths on things. And by the end of the week, there's this transition going on where you may be taking a short travel period. You might be going on a short travel vacation, or it might be a transition in your life that comes up unexpectedly. And you have to be the one to decide if you're going to go with the flow and just go along with this transition or travel, or if you're going to be kind of rigid about it and trying to control everything. I hope that was helpful. But it looks like an interesting week coming up for you. Good luck. You've been on a hermit mode for the past 3 months. Well, seems like the hermit mode is going to break and you're going to be ready to throw caution to the wind, as they say. You're welcome. Thank you for letting me read you. Be well. Okay, so we have, hi, Grace. Good to see you. John, stop it. You did not have to say mugwort 3 times. I got you. So we have El Tigre, if you're still here. Do you have a specific question or a general reading that you would like? And then after El Tigre, we have Christine and then Grace for the readings. Oh my gosh, hermit mode is so nice sometimes though, isn't it? Awesome, so just let me know what you would like. Hey, Floyd. Who will be the next woman to come into your life? Okay, names aren't going to come up in the card. We can try and get a likeness. I'll do the best I can. Let's see what happens. Okay, perfect. Just making sure. Like, okay, so this is someone who is very, let me get rid of this. Geesh, I keep forgetting to do that. This is somebody who is going to be very work-oriented, very team-oriented. That's the Three of Pentacles, is a team-oriented, a work-oriented. And the work-oriented situation there is having to do with their passions. Somebody who is very passionate about things and oftentimes very passionate about creative endeavors. They're also somebody who has been through a lot and who is still standing. So somebody who has all of these fence posts over to the side represent what they have been through and that they are still standing and they have overcome. And so it is somebody who has been through a great deal, is still persevering, and still may need to persevere to get through more. And they are family oriented. They are very much family oriented. This is also going to be a time of celebration for you guys. It is going to be a joyous time for you, a time where once you come together, you're not going to have a lot of difficulties. It's going to be a time where you can kind of breathe a sigh of relief. I also pulled the Six of Pentacles when I was pulling, and that is a give and take card. So it's going to be you needing to know when you're giving too much and when you're not giving enough, which is always good advice in any kind of relationship, right? In any kind of relationship, in any kind of situation in life in general, knowing when you're giving too much, when you're not giving enough. So, and this one generally has to do with accepting help and giving help. So that's going to be a lot of what has to do with this relationship. I hope that gave you some clues, some descriptions as to who this person might be. Maybe you know them already. Maybe you don't. I don't know. Hopefully that gives you some clues. Thank you for letting me read you. I'm going to have to work on being able to interpret the cards in terms of like physical characteristics. That would be cool. I've never seen that done. You're welcome. Thank you. All right, Christine says a general reading. All right, let's go. Let's see what the cards say for you. Oops. Okay, get rid of this. Here we go. So your first card is the Six of Cups, which is a nostalgic card. It is a card that comes up when we are looking for feel-good things. This is a nostalgic card, a card that reminds us of the way things used to be. So this could mean we're going to run into somebody that we haven't seen in a while, get a phone call from somebody that we haven't heard from in a while. It could mean that we're just having those feelings like, oh, I remember when, or I miss when this used to happen. So it's very much a nostalgic card, a remembering when card. The Queen of Wands is your second card, which is the confident, warm-hearted woman. And the last card is the Magician card, which the Magician is the great manifester, which is an amazing card for tonight with the new moon being tonight. Tonight is the perfect time with the new moon to be able to manifest whatever you were trying to manifest in your life. So for the Magician to come up, that's an awesome card today. So what the cards are saying to me is that in order for you to get past this kind of homesick, nostalgic, being in the memories of the past moment that you might be going through, shifting your focus to knowing that you have the power to manifest what you want would be helpful. Knowing that when you connect with the universe, you can manifest whatever you want. The key is to connect with the universe, to know what you want, and to stay in that mindset. That's when you're going to get your confidence going. That's when you're going to become this woman who is the confident, quiet, controlled, just has everything that she wants and is completely happy, nurturing, sensitive, warm-hearted. Not that you aren't those things now, but to have that feeling, replace the feeling of the nostalgia. That's what the cards are telling me. Video call, social distance, buffering, do the 5. Huh? You're welcome, Christine. I hope that was helpful. Thank you for letting me read you. Grace, are you okay over there? Am I buffering for everyone? Oh, okay. I thought I was buffering like really bad. Okay. All right. No problem. It's okay. All right. So we have Grace and then we have Hope. Then I can read for you. So Grace, do you have a general question or a specific question? Awesome. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Okay, your first card tonight is the Temperance card. And you got 2 major arcana cards in this reading, which generally means that whatever you're going through, you don't really have too much of a, I don't want to say in what you're going through, but pretty much major arcana lessons are lessons that your soul needs to learn. So you kind of have to go with the flow with them. Your actions are not really going to dictate too much how things turn out. So your first card was the Temperance card, which states that after what you've been going through, which is generally when the Temperance card comes up, you've been going through kind of a rocky period. This is where you have to kind of steady your feet, do things in moderation. Don't jump in all at once. That is the main teaching of the Temperance card, is not to jump in all at once, to seek guidance from your angels, from your guides, from your spirit. It's funny you asked about your spirit guides. They're saying with this card, seek our guidance. Find the quiet time to connect with us so that we can help you. Don't try and do it all on your own. Okay? Your second card is the 8 of Swords, which has to do with self-restriction. So this card comes up when you feel like you're being tied up or bound and you can't go anywhere. But in reality, you're the one that is restricting yourself. So there's some form of self-bondage that you are putting on yourself that you need to kind of work on, which would be another reason to turn to your spirit guides. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. I mean, that's what they're there for. The last card that came up, interestingly enough, is the Judgment card. Now, the Judgment card comes up also when we're being too harsh on ourselves and not leaning on other people, or we're feeling like other people are judging us, when in fact we're the ones who are judging ourselves too harshly. So this is all leading back to the fact that your spirit guides want you to know that they are there for you to lean on. Talk to them, as I've always heard that we should talk to them like they're our friends. Just talk to them. Like, I know some people say that, you should have a whole meditation and ritual surrounding it, but I truly believe that, you can just talk to them like as if they were sitting there, like your friend, and just lean on them. They're there to, the cards are saying we're here. That Temperance card is saying you don't have to do it all by yourself, and you can get through what's going on. Just lean on us, talk to us, whether it's meditation, prayer, whatever form you use. Just make sure that you're asking them for help. They can't help you unless you're asking. So make sure you're doing that and reaching out to them. I know one thing I've been doing, because I've been trying to reach my spirit guides as well. One thing I heard to do is ask them to work with you while you sleep, and to keep a notebook and a pen next to your bed, so that if you get any messages in your dreams, even though they might not appear to be messages right away, like if you wake up and you remember some kind of dream, jot it down in a notebook, no matter how weird it sounds or insignificant it sounds, because it might come up later as some part of that dream might have some meaning. Like you might have dreamt about, I don't know, like a peacock, or, you were at a farm and saw a horse or something, and it might come back, and that might have some meaning because you heard somebody else talking about it and what it meant. And then you're like, oh yeah, I had a dream and there was something about a horse or a peacock. But if you have it written down, even though it might seem crazy when you write it down, that could be helpful. I know I'm doing that for myself now, so that might help you. I know I just went off on a tangent, not related to the cards. I'm sorry, but I hope that helps you. Excuse me. Oh, that's awesome. And if you're interested, I don't know if you're in any of the Facebook groups. I don't know if I know you from them or not. I never know when we come to YouTube. But if you are, and if you aren't, rather, you can check out my Facebook group. It's linked below. We talk about a lot of this stuff in the group, if you're interested in that. Oh, no problem. My pleasure. Be well and have a great night. Thank you for letting me read you. Hope, are you still here? If Hope is here, Hope will be the last one that I'm going to read tonight. Just because it's getting a little bit late. Okay, great. Would you like a general reading, or do you have a specific question? Excuse me. Unfortunately, the cards will not answer that question, I don't think. I can give you a reading and see what the cards say. Let's see what the cards say. We have a jumper. Floyd, get away. That's interesting. Okay, let's see. Now, if you think you're being stalked on social media, I would take that to someone who could help you. Definitely. But let me see what the cards say. In any event. Okay, so your first card is the let me get rid of this. Yeah. Okay. Your first card is the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords has to do with heartbreak and betrayal. So there is definitely betrayal, deceit going on. Your next card is the Emperor. The Emperor has to do with authority, has to do with a dominant male, has to do with somebody who is in control. And your last card is the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles has to do with, yes, the Ten of Pentacles. I thought it was the Ten of Cups for a minute. The Ten of Pentacles is a major success. So you have, it's interesting, it's deceit and heartbreak, which goes along with the X card, I would think, if there was any of that involved with that. Then you have this authority figure who is usually like a father figure, a dominant male who likes to be in control, usually the Emperor is like, okay, in the major arcanas, we have the Emperor and we have the, let me just think of how to put this. So we have the Emperor and we have the Pope, or the, oh my God, I forgot his name. Regardless, the Emperor has to do with man-made, yes, very stern, has to do with like the man-made laws. Whereas I can't think of the card. Just went out my brain. The Pope card, or the, hold on a second. I am going to Google this on my phone because it is out my brain. And I can see the card. I just can't. I can't think of the name of the card. The Hierophant. Geez, that went out my brain. The Hierophant or the Pope card has, yes, thank you, has to do with like spiritual law, where the Emperor has to do with man-made law. So it has to do with justice system. It has to do with any type of structure that is developed for us to follow the man-made laws. So it could be like a court. It could be something to do with traffic. It could be court. It could be business, anything like that this card is having to do with. And then your last card is the 10, which is the 10 of Pentacles, and financial success and celebration. Pulled an additional one for you, and you got the 9 of Pentacles, which is luxury and financial success. So I know it wasn't what you were asking about, But these cards are pointing towards financial success for you, which is a good thing in itself. I believe the first half of the reading might be pointing towards what you were trying to figure out with your social media, being the person and the where they're from. Fine, even better, right? I would go for the financial success. Just make sure I'm protected on social media, and the heck with the rest of it, and go for the finances. No, we all need love, right? I'm sorry, I'm choking. All of a sudden, my cat was walking around, and I got cat hair down my throat. Yes, but please, if you are in any doubt on the social media thing, make sure you're protecting yourself. I hope those cards were helpful. Oh, you're so welcome. You're welcome. Thank you, everybody, for letting me read you tonight. Have a wonderful week. Be well. Blessed be. And I will see you all very soon. Absolutely. Show you the money. Have a good one. Good night.